I also watched a television movie.
Mm.
However, I did so. I'm going to blame two people. These are the two people you shouldn't listen to when they both tell you they want to watch a movie. One of which is Gene Park. Don't listen to him. the other, the other is Peach Saliva. Don't listen to her.
Oh, I wish I could play.
Me and Paige got the popcorn out and sat down and watched Ice Cube's magnum opus.
Let's go.
War of the Worlds.
Okay. I knew there was no there was, of course, of the moment Gene posts a thing that says they use the same GIF, the same shot of Ice Cube reacting on his computer screen 5 times in a row. That's what you need to be like, oh, I'm going to dedicate a couple hours of my life to this, right? When it's clearly in the so bad it's good territory.
They are enabling each other. It's toxic, and I'm the one who suffers.
Okay, did you get a babysitter for this, or was it after hours?
So dude's 2-ish, right? He's just over 2. When he goes down at 10 o'clock, we put the baby camera. He is done.
Okay.
He barely even rolls over
because there's an extra level of dedication towards I'm going to get a babysitter so that I can go suffer to watch this. This is
late
shit.
Night hours. This is 10:30 to 1 in the morning. So for War of the Worlds, put the child down. He's asleep. Sneak out.
Oh God. The temptation
quickly.
The temptation to take a sip and have my eyes go.
Yeah, just right, set up the camera, get the popcorn, get comfy. All right, let's watch War of the Worlds featuring Ice Cube. So, this is the kind of film that you could launch your YouTube career on if it was 2006. Right?
Hell yeah.
This is a film you could put out I honest to God, like 4-hour breakdown on this 90-minute film on every single thing that is going on and the masterclass in poor filmmaking happening here. It is a so bad it's good movie. And not like I'm having a great time and I'm laughing, but just like jaw agape, like what the fuck?
No indication that this was done on purpose, mind you, right?
So this movie was not a War of the Worlds movie, I believe. This was a different movie that was shot during COVID.
Okay.
And that's why it's all separated. And then it was turned into and reshot into a War of the Worlds movie.
Oh, this was a salvage job.
So very good sign. Very good sign that the movie wasn't the movie when it started. So, I can only touch on like the briefest of pieces here. There's way too much. There's way too much. But the long and short of it is that Ice Cube is working at the Department of Homeland Security, and Ice Cube's job, as we see in the first 10 minutes, is to relentlessly, warrantlessly wiretap and spy on everyone in the Washington D.C. area. Get into every camera in every building, listen to people's phone calls, like watchdogs level, like profile them for terrorism dangers.
Oh yeah.
Just like he's at his office desk and he's just engaging in like the most flagrant violation of your civil rights conceivable.
That's Snowden shit. Ice Cube's on that Snowden shit. Let's go. Okay.
And as he is going through and finding out where the secret terrorist is who's gonna hack the government and tell all the government secrets, while he's like in the process of doing that and like emailing his boss the warrant, he is cyber stalking a young woman. So of note is the entire movie, the entire film takes place inside Ice Cube's office with a like from the point of view of like his webcam. and then it will zoom in. It will like reverse shot of like his computer screen. And so it'll show him using his computer and like mousing over to like double click on his email, and then you see the it zooms in and you see him write the email and stuff like that.
Him in that office shot. That's the whole movie.
The whole movie. Everything else that you see is video screens that he is piping through a camera.
Oh my god. Wow. Okay. I get it.
He is the technical support on an active like FBI raid for a terrorist, right? And he's like the guy handling the cameras and the warrant and stuff like that. But while he's doing that, he is spending the rest of his time cyber stalking a woman at a local university. And looking through her fridge and her grocery purchases, so that he can then call her on the phone and it was his daughter. And what he's doing is he is going through her purchases and the camera on the inside of her refrigerator to yell at her that she's not eating right enough for her unborn child. And while she is like, "Dad, stop spying on me. You're a freak."
Oh my
He's
god.
like, "Oh, whatever." And then he has a weird, awkward call with his son-in-law, right, who is an Amazon delivery driver and who's very proud of his Amazon delivery driver job.
Mm-hmm.
And when he realizes there's been an awkward thing where they haven't told him about the baby shower, he goes to break into her Facebook.
Okay.
And can't because she changed the password.
Right.
So he uses the government get me my daughter's Facebook password button.
Yep.
So he can watch the conversation they're having in real time about him. While in the other screen, his boss is yelling at him going, "Can you please email me the warrant? We need a warrant for the fucking takedown. Can you, hey, where are you?" So like he is the nightmare of cybersecurity, which is guy who has infinite power to do his job and is not doing his job so he can spy on people in his personal life. But he's played as like heroic and capable.
Dude, he's on suicide watch. All you have to do is make sure no one goes into that cell. It's real easy, X Cube.
Hold on, I gotta check my emails and get through my spam. Oh, yeah, exactly.
I have a really important question here. While he's doing said absolutely criminal shit, is the music and tone acting like, hey, he's just looking out for the baby. He's just looking out for his kid. He's looking
at the dramatic music from the raid that's going on in his other monitor.
Okay. So, but like those moments of him being an absolute psycho stalker.
No, they're not played happy. They're not played like sad. They're played neutral.
Okay. So as the protagonist. Okay.
So then you find out the reason he's so paranoid is his wife died. Because that's what happens.
Yeah. And
he then goes to his Facebook. By the way, I'm using like company names here because the movie uses the company names.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right. Then he listens to the last voicemail his wife sent him. And the last voicemail his wife sent him was, "I'm going to the store. Remember to be nice to the kids." Which is like an insane message to have. Like, please be nice to your own children.
Yeah.
And so that he, and then he writes, "I miss you," and he scrolls up, and as he scrolls up on his Facebook comments, you see that he says, "I miss you" every day.
I'm sure he does.
His dead wife's thing.
We're gonna tell a movie through the desktop. Yeah. Okay. Unfriended. Right.
So there's all this moving around and camera and like shift of perspective and showing how he's using the computer. Let's skip forward a little bit. Aliens attack the Earth. The meteors hit the Earth. And because he's in Washington and he's part of the NSA, it's up to him to coordinate the response and coordinate the threat thing for the president. So his boss is like that. One of the guys is one of his bosses is like a director in the FBI. And for like a good 15 minutes, this guy is going like, "Can you fucking send me the threat report? Like, we really need it."
Yeah,
Like the president is literally sitting in his office right now, and we can't mobilize a response without your threat report. And he goes, yeah, I'm on it. And then proceeds to spend like 10 minutes, like shadowing his kids around the town and like getting them into, hold on, getting them into Teslas so that he can hijack the self-driving on the Tesla.
Yeah.
And zoom them himself away from the tripods.
For sure. That's awesome. That's a great feature. You want to show that off.
And as this is happening, Ice Cube is doing like the shittiest acting I've ever seen in my life. Like Ice Cube's not like an Oscar winner, but like this is like genuinely shockingly god awful, even for Ice Cube.
Well, so this is the thing. For somebody who's basically agreed for the end of his career to just be taking the paycheck, shut the fuck up. The idea of just getting a lump sum to sit in your room and start freaking out in front of the camera for about an hour and a half and just send a bunch of like, and just feed like that for a paycheck. That's the easiest fucking stack you've ever made, bro.
No, he definitely made a lot of money doing nothing here.
Incredible, right? And you could go back
I'm just gonna start picking things at random while trying to get through the gist of it because there's so much here, right?
God,
so he finally like gets his kids to safe locations and then starts working on the report. The report takes, by the way, the movie's in like nearly total real time. So the report takes him like 8 minutes to jerry up. And you see like a little montage of him putting it together, right?
Fucking 24 o'clock.
So he's going through, like, he's looking on YouTube for footage of the aliens attacking. And then he is taking screenshots and then like dragging them over and then like hitting right click on it and it going to inspect metadata. And in the metadata, it says how tall the robots are and how many tons they weigh.
Good. I like,
earlier in the movie, he uses inspect metadata on the hacker that's against the government to just get his address.
Oh, wow. Yo, the stats for nerds button. That's crazy.
And here's where the movie, and I know this sounds ridiculous based on what I'm telling you. Here's where the movie like legitimately completely starts to fall apart at this moment. Because this is the moment where you start to go, wait, what? That doesn't work like that. And this is a film entirely seen through a computer screen and using technology, right? And as the film goes on, you discover that the person who wrote it does not understand how any technology works. and I don't mean like computers. I actually don't even mean computers, though that comes in later.
Okay.
They start to describe how the first thing that happens in the movie is a NASA scientist lady calls Ice Cube up and goes, "We can't reach even one satellite. Every satellite on Earth is dark." And then you later find out that's because they were all destroyed. Now, meanwhile, they are having uninterrupted Zoom calls
with each other,
uninterrupted auto driving cars, and
calls, and
total lack of disruption. YouTube stays up during this.
Yeah, for sure.
And you're like, oh, the person who wrote this doesn't know what a satellite does. Right? It then goes on to describe that nuclear facilities are being knocked offline and the power grid is going out.
Oh, yeah.
And they describe that if the nuclear facilities are damaged, they won't generate power. And that's the biggest danger right now. To which I go, no. If you knock a nuclear facility offline, your worry isn't that it's going to not generate power. It's that the nuclear reaction contained within will spiral infinitely and will actually be a way bigger problem.
And you'll have multiple meltdowns that are a problem forever.
But no, they're just afraid that the nuclear is going to turn off.
Okay. All right. Well, sure.
A good portion of this movie goes into describing how the aliens are knocking out all power infrastructure. Ice Cube never loses electricity to his building even once. And not only that, but neither do anyone in the DC area that he has to hack into their cameras to talk to them. His internet never gets knocked out at any point.
Okay. I need to know. Please tell me. Are there any scenes of I'm in?
Oh, that's the whole movie. That's every 5 seconds.
And got it.
That's every 5 minutes.
Hacking the internet. Done.
No, that's every 5 minutes. I swear to God, that's like the core of it.
Yeah. Crossing the T's, dotting the I's. There. So then
the terrorist hacker, I forget his goddamn name. Shows up and says, "Hey, I'm going to work with you. We got to stop these aliens." And it turns out the aliens' attack on our infrastructure was a ruse. What they're actually doing, they're here for our data. And if you hear that and go, "Huh? What? What could we have that would be of use to extraterrestrials?" Well, when the alien tripod gets to a data center and hooks in its tendrils, right? The phrase "they're eating our data," they're sucking it all up. And you see a computer screen that has like all the servers listed as like oil drums.
Yes.
And they're literally sucking up the data like it's oil. Mm-hmm. They're like it's food and they're eating it.
The finite resource data.
Yes. They're not copying it. They're not cut and pasting it. They're eating it. They're eating our data because the most juicy, most important thing on our planet is data.
It's our data.
Data is their food.
They're eating the data.
They're eating the data. And because they're eating the data, when he goes to Facebook to listen to his wife's voicemail, the aliens eat the data.
It ate the wife's final message. Data. Oh, now it's personal.
And so this is the point where you realize like literally nothing in this movie makes sense on even like a really basic level. Like that's not how a computer works at all, despite the fact that this entire movie is on a computer. And the plan comes in. Well, the daughter, luckily enough, is a prestigious biochemist, and she has discovered the cure for cancer. I swear to God.
Yeah, for sure.
And the cure for cancer is a modified disease that attacks cancer cells. In which they go, wait a second.
Yep. What if
DNA is just like computer code, right?
Yeah.
The DNA is just like a computer code.
It's the common cold, but we've made it into a digital version of the common cold.
So hold on. What if we put your cancer cells onto a USB key?
Yep. Okay.
And then let the monsters eat them. Then they would all die. And you're sitting there going, well, like, wow, that doesn't make any sense at all. Like that's just like complete nonsense.
That's crazy enough to work.
Right. But, and here, this is my favorite part of the movie. And it's also like one of the worst scenes of anything I've ever seen in my life. So luckily enough, Ice Cube is in the building. He's in an NSA building that's connected to the government data centers. How's he going to get the cancer killing alien virus onto the data center? Well, can't they just send him? Like, no, you can't send it. That's impossible because he's at his computer and the data center in the basement is like sealed off for security purposes, right?
Physically,
right? But here's the problem. The problem is he works at the NSA, and ever since Snowden, you can't have a USB drive in here.
Of course
I have no way to physically transport it.
Definitely not.
To which the son-in-law says, hold on, I think I have a solution.
What if
you bought it on Amazon and we shipped it to your office?
Wait, hold on.
And he goes, what? How would it even get here in time? And the guy goes in the back of his truck. They're hiding in the truck, by the way. And he pulls open a drone and he says, Amazon Air, we've been training on this for months. It can get it to you right away. So then we cut back to Ice Cube's computer screen. If this is the only part of the movie you watch,
oh my God.
They go through the entire purchasing process full screen on Amazon, including, I swear to God, including they hang on the use this address button for like a weirdly long time. And then he selects Amazon Air,
add to cart, and buy now.
Yeah, and he has to buy it for the drone to work. So he buys it. At that point, the guy just has a USB stick. He just had one, I guess, for some reason. I don't know how that worked. Loads it onto Amazon Air, and then the climax of the movie takes place.
Oh my God.
Which is the fountain of all American ingenuity coming together at once. So Ice Cube hacks a Predator drone that is flying above DC and was actually flying above DC before the beginning of the movie, which raises its own questions, which is why a missile-equipped Predator drone would be flying over the Capitol at random. But he hacks control of that away from the government, sends it to his son, so his son can pilot it, who, by the way, was the hacker all along. And then the drone is running interference on the tripods while we get a first-person camera shot of the Amazon Air drone zipping and weaving through destroyed buildings and trying to save humanity by zipping it. But the drone falls down at one point, and it's flipped over. And don't know what we're gonna do. What are we gonna do? Hey, we can use the microphone on it to yell at a nearby homeless man who's hiding from the aliens and scream at him, hey dude, flip over the drone. It's really important. But he doesn't want to run into the street because it's dangerous and he could die, right? So they start to workshop, what can we say to him? Offer him a $1,000 Amazon gift card.
Oh my God, of course.
Okay, so now we're texting him. We're texting him on his phone, and they send the gift card, and he goes, okay. And then he runs into the street, and he flips the drone, and then the drone flies to the fucking data center, and the rest of the movie happens. And it's offensive. Like, it's offensive to humans.
I was hoping that you were going to say that the drone is fine because Amazon Web Services cloud computing is still online even in the face of the apocalypse.
I mean, it is. Amazon's like, dude, he purchased it and went through the website. Despite the fact that every alien in the world on Earth is eating our data and crashing our infrastructure, Amazon and YouTube still up.
That's pretty sick.
No problem.
That's pretty sick. I mean, I would
there's even a part in the movie where he hacks into his son's Steam account to refund a game he has purchased.
Oh, hell yeah.
For him.
Okay.
Because if you're living under my roof, you need to get a job and not play these video games.
I mean, while shopping for for the drone situation, I would hope that they would scroll down to the reviews to make sure that they're getting a decent one. Check the stars, like 4.5, 4. Okay, how we that's kind of incredible. So every company that has its full logo in this movie, then
so Steam's is not. They cut around it. You can clearly tell it's Steam.
Okay.
Like, it's incredibly obvious it's Steam, but you don't actually see the Google, the Steam logo or Valve or whatever.
But everything else is very much real life company and website and or service or app being used.
It's
that's kind of incredible.
It feels like a parody of awesome. What like Jeff Bezos thinks is going on in the world and how awesome he is.
Well, I mean, that is what the AI generated film up to the that we were talking about last week. That's what you would expect, really, especially given it's
people point out that some of the disaster footage of the aliens attacking is actual like real footage of like missile strikes in Syria.
Yeah.
That they just photoshopped the aliens into.
Yeah.
Now, it's vile on every level.
Yeah. Okay. I thought, you see, I was waiting for like stock footage, like, oh yeah, this was just like.
No, by stock footage, you mean footage that Amazon just pulled off the internet.
Right.
That's what you mean?
Real death and war, actually. And yes. Okay. Real atrocity footage for the movie.
So by technicality, you actually see people literally die in this film for real. Granted, it's fucking just collapsing buildings, sick. But hey,
that rules. That's awesome. Wow. Yeah. War of the Worlds, Ice Cube edition.
Repulsive, nonsensical, absolute mess, top to bottom. About a third of it is just a straight up ad.
10 on 10.
Paige asked me a question, which was during all of the. By the way, the entire movie's 90 minutes. There's like a cohesive global response to fighting the aliens in the streets within about 8 minutes of them landing, which is its own hilarious nonsense. But Paige was like, why do they keep blurring all these soldiers' faces? Like all the soldiers' faces in every piece of footage is blurred.
Because they're real soldiers.
And I'm like, oh, because it's just footage they took and they can't get the rights to their release.
Oh my God, that's insane. Wow. Damn. Well, yo, get the bag, I suppose. Fucking Ice Cube. More like Ice Cube. Right? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, well, he's enjoying it, Hey, man.
The Amazon delivery worker loves Amazon so much that in the screenshot they show at the end of like the baby shower, he's wearing his Amazon hat. Like to his child's baby shower.
I mean, yeah. Yeah. Kind of incredible.
I just got it. That's pretty good.
Did you?
Yeah. That's pretty good. I had to have people in the chat spell it out for me.
Oh, you missed out on the part where we went from fuck the police to man, wow, Trump is he's shaking things up. Pretty good. He's shaking things up, Damn, that's crazy. What's going on, guys? Oh, it's crazy out here. I didn't know about that. Wow.
So Paige is in the chat and says, did you even mention Ava Longoria and how she was pointless? I forgot Ava Longoria was in this movie, which is crazy because the movie only has 5 characters.
I mean, I did.
Ava Longoria works for NASA. She's the one who discovers the aliens, and also she discovers that they're eating the data, and she's an exposition person. She exists for exposition. That's her job.
All right. Well, again, get the bag. Can't say I've known what she's been up to since, I guess, what? John Wick? Okay.
She's in John Wick?
Apparently so. That's crazy. All right.
There's also a subplot about how the guy in the government's evil because he wants to collect all of our data. Well, and it's just as nonsensical as you expect because he's going to turn on Goliath, which is the most intense data surveillance thing that's ever existed. And turning on Goliath put out a beacon to the aliens that said, look, we got so much data. We got so much data here. And as everyone in his vicinity is like, the aliens are attacking us because you turned this machine on. And he's like, I need to do it to keep America safe. Man. And like the planet is literally being ravaged by space aliens. And he's just like, I did what I had to do.
Like this, I would
fucking stupid.
The idea that this is a salvage of a thing that was filmed and then they're just like, what can we do with it is kind of beautiful. All we're missing is that like, thing where Ice Cube is actually like, I don't support this or endorse this at all, but you signed a contract and it had to come out type thing. We're just missing that final piece, really. Good stuff. Okay.
Oh, you know what? I need to download an animated GIF. How do I download this? I need to download a GIF and then send it to you and then tell you that it actually appears unedited like the thing I'm sending you. Let me see if I can upload this image. There we go. All right. So this animated GIF that I'm sending you of Ice Cube rubbing his hands and saying, courtesy of DHS, join the rebellion, with a Photoshop picture of Ice Cube in a hood. That is as that appears in the film. That is unedited. A bunch of GIFs from this film were coming out, and people were like, "Wow, good jokes." And then the response was like, "No, this is in the movie.
That's not a meme. It's actually that's impressive.
This is how it appears in the movie with no edits."
I thought we were kind of for a while there beyond the so bad it's good, you know, or at the very least in being made so bad it's good in earnest. But yeah, if there's no signs here that the people making this know what they're doing and that they're not doing this on purpose, then again, God bless. 10 on 10. Love it. Fantastic. Love the this again, memeable at with its raw ingredients, never mind the sprinkling in of fuck Ice Cube and also real war footage. That's great. That's true. Like,
yeah, it's good stuff.
That's a fantastic package right there.
Oh, people found the GIF and put it in the chat. That's good. That's good stuff.
All right.
What an absolute pile of fucking shit. What an embarrassing fucking mess.
Thank you for your service. We appreciate your time sacrifice and your report.
Yeah, thank you. There's actually, like, I could go on for double that length of time. It's infinite. Like it's never ending. But I don't want to. You know, like, I don't want to think about it anymore.
It's funny because, like, I haven't seen War of the Worlds, like, or so, like, the old Tom Cruise, or even before that, but I thought...
Tom Cruise one's fine.
But I really just... I'm like, oh, they remade it with Ice Cube? That's weird, but okay. But then all I would see is just footage of him at a computer, and I'd be like, wait, but what about the tripods and the running through the streets and the little girl and the, you know, like, what about all that action shit? Where's all that footage? Do you want to hear something,
like, really stupid about War of the Worlds? The Tom Cruise War of the Worlds movie exists as the point in time that I ceased being able to understand that people get older. When I was playing Death Stranding and Elle Fanning was there, I was like, oh, is that like Dakota Fanning's like older sister? And people were like, no, Pat, that's Dakota Fanning's younger sister. I'm like, what does that mean? Dakota Fanning's just like a little girl. She's like 6 years old.
Yeah. No.
And people are like, what? I'm like, yeah, in the War of the Worlds movie with Tom Cruise, she's just like a little girl.
Yeah. No. I know exactly. It's particular to media, and it's particular to someone who's right at the beginning of being a teenager. I know exactly what you're describing. And this, to me, is the Tatiana Ali effect. This happened because I remember when Fresh Prince was on, and I was like, I'm the same age as Tatiana Ali. That's cool. And then after the show's over and you see what is she up to now? And you're like, oh, she's like 1 billion years older than me, actually. She's been an adult forever. And TV just fucks up your perception of that. And yeah, also like the Stranger Things kids and like that first season, you know, bit where you're like, oh yeah, they're like whatever, 12 or something. And then they do the puberty thing and then, you know, double in height, and you're like, how did that happen in 4 years? It doesn't make any sense. Like, no. It's you're specifically watching that particular time where it's the most confusing to be on video.
She's just a little girl. She was right there with Tom Cruise. It doesn't help that Tom Cruise looks exactly the same. Like, that actually adds to the confusion quite a lot.
Like, the only you can undo it by showing up a bunch more. Like now Macaulay Culkin has shown up a bunch as an adult, and everyone's like, oh yeah, it's Macaulay Culkin, right? That makes sense. There you go.
It looks kind of greasy,
you know, or Haley Joel Osment, you know, and you need to like have that. You need to show up more for people to go, right? Okay, got it. Time has passed for you, but otherwise, it's absolutely a head fuck every time.